Dear Diary, it's me, Doric. The past few days have been spent with our noses in books, trying to improve ourselves in many different ways. Fortunately, here in the tavern, Lark, Lily, and Fritz have been tremendous helps. Each of us has improved in different areas over the last few days. I have learned about the Archon, much more knowledgeable about that. And now we will actually be able to read some of the books that we've been able to find because Theo has mastered the language of Draconic. Guy, he kept playing with a fucking box. Not really sure what he's doing with that, but apparently he's trying to get better at playing games and things like that. So, at least we're all getting better in one way or another. Good night.
Listen, out of character, it's all fun and games until we're in a game of Hold'em against the devil for our souls. And then you'll thank me for learning how to be gamer.
You know, you could have used that when we were gambling, and I lost my money.
You're the one who made that bet.
This is true.
Yep, that's on you.
You can't keep blaming other people for the bets you made.
I know. Oh,
you made that bed. You have to lie in it.
I don't usually lie in the bed. I lie in the cloak.
No.
All right. So we had actions from the trainings. Everybody succeeded. We have Theo taking the longest to learn Draconic.
It's very complicated. It's very complicated.
Realistically, realistically,
it's a whole language.
I learned an entire language in 5 days.
Well, I'm not saying you learned the entire language. You learned enough that, if you continue to kind of practice along, like you're competent enough that you could recognize it and maybe get through a lot of the basics, but you still need to kind of take the time to be like slow recalling it. You're not like an instant, you know everything about Draconic right now. So that. I mean, yes and no.
Still impressive.
Yes, it is very impressive.
You know how to ask where the bathroom is. You know how to read directions.
He was mainly just trying to
order
learn
a
how to
hamburger.
read it because we keep running across Draconic books.
You learn how to order a hamburger. You learn how to. You learn
make it
what
real.
You learn how to ask.
Is.
You learn how to ask them if they know how to speak common.
You know how to tell them
say
that
the
you
elephant
don't
is on the
speak
table.
English.
The basic language jokes there. But yeah, so you got that. Guy with your game lore in 4 days, and then Doric with Arcana in 4 days.
Yeah, I had to learn how to...
Doric, you wanted to...
Yeah.
Look through the book again
the
for
Agent of Fate
the bonus day. So you look through the book. We did an Arcana, and you got a natural 20, so you got a special page.
Okay.
And you have the entry for... it appears to be an entry for this really... It's written in a sort of a way that it's just words like danger. It is called Purified Stardust.
That sounds good.
Are we in Florida?
Wow.
It's a raw dust harvested from a different plane. From eldritch entities.
Oh.
That's known for eldritch entities.
That sounds safe.
And it is used to provide visions to the user.
I want to make a joke, but it's just going to get cut out because it involves a company name.
The purification process is very detailed. And it explicitly warns in multiple spots of that purification process to follow this process by the letter.
Okay.
But part of the vision it gives you is it gives you a ability to essentially get true sight.
Mm. Do you just rub this dust on, or do you like? Well, you know what?
You can
You just
snort
made
it?
angel dust, my friend.
you consume it by mixing it with water or another beverage. And it notes that the potion should have a sweet, sugary taste. Like it should be sweeter than sugar.
Okay, so it's saccharine. Got it.
I thought that was when you
That's
do something
sacrilegious.
that's not religious. No, I think that's the stuff between your joints.
Okay.
So Doric got a new recipe for purified stardust.
Got it.
AKA Eldritch
No, it's
Slime.
dust, not slime. Dust.
I
It
mean,
specifically calls it dust.
The dust of the angels.
So,
Actually, if it's eldritch, it's not
Right.
angels. That is pretty much the opposite.
I mean,
of my
have you?
experience.
Wait, hold on. Have you seen the images of
Yes.
quote-unquote biblically accurate angels?
I mean, if that doesn't belong in Call of Cthulhu or other creepy tabletops,
So what I'm hearing is you got a recipe for B-Glorp dandruff.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
we're continuing.
Yep. So that is the recipe that Doric has gotten. He also, though, because he got a natural 20, I'm going to give him another recipe, another thing.
shit. Okay, hang on. I closed that notebook. Hang on.
Discovered a new recipe.
Okay. The hardest part is I gotta find this shit.
$80. So the other you
that
got
it?
here is you got a recipe for a wine, and it describes the flavor notes of this wine. This wine is called the Dead King's Blood.
God, these are all just
So-
like, super happy names. Eldritch, Dead King's
What's
Blood.
it called? So, rum? It's got
Nope.
rum in it for sure.
I'm gonna assume it's some kind of poison.
Wine.
No, it's not.
It's
It does,
wine.
it's not wine with the. Does it have another type of dust in it? Is it crypto dust?
It's these blue crystals.
So it describes it as being it's a rich, fruity wine with a slight acidic taste at the end.
And it gives you grave mouth.
Okay.
What does it do?
All right.
Wait. So it's just a wine that tastes a specific way.
One of the ingredients says you have to have grapes from a specific winery, and it has to be
Oh, okay.
from a winery. It has to be a winery that is owned by a king who has been killed.
Well, that's a whole lot better. I was
Huh.
thinking it was gonna have to be. Oh, look, you add actual king's blood that's dead.
So you're saying I need to murder somebody?
Or powdered mummy, which is just old English wine.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so there you go. Those are Doric's bonuses. And then, Guy, you wanted to try your stuff again.
With the box. Now that I know how to fold them as well.
Try me.
Well, I do know when to run. It was in the book. That was chapter 4. Did I spread those out long enough where it's not a copyright thing?
Well, now I just asked that question. It probably is again. You silly goober.
I am a peanut. Anyway, what are the two types of checks I need to do? Because I got a
Gaming lore and crafting, and you have a day.
Can I aid him with a spell for gaming lore?
If he asks for it.
Never mind.
Yeah, I got a 22. I don't think I need it.
Because there is a spell
Alright,
for
so-
that. It is. It's called what was it, Bend Luck or something like that, I think.
I mean, what does it do with this spell? Because I'll definitely need it when I do
it's
crafting. with
Nudge
my
the
+1.
odds. That's what it is. You bestow supernatural good luck on cards, dice, and other games of chance. You gain a +1 status bonus on game lore checks to gamble.
Do you have guidance? Because that'd be chef's kiss. There's guidance in Pathfinder.
Ooh, you have a tell when you use it. That's interesting.
Did you know you have a tell? Really?
Yeah.
Achoo! I had no idea. Achoo!
Okay, so you are given, as you put in this, as you get this last puzzle, the surface will open and it reveals another puzzle.
Well, ain't that just the goat's bananas? That old adage of goat bananas.
Oh, jeez.
Box in a box. It's a Russian nesting puzzle. That's why there's Russian in Pathfinder.
Wait,
Yes,
Russian's
there's in one of the
Pathfinder?
languages when I was looking, I was like, what?
What does that say about Russians?
Is there a fantasy group?
This is a fantasy race. That answers a lot of questions about Russia if you think about that hard enough.
I was just
so-
about to say that.
The first thing on here, in common, it tells you that I must be suspended in something that weighs less than air, but not even the strongest person may lift me.
God, I suck at riddles. I'm so glad I didn't have this. I'm so glad I just got the roll.
Weighs less than air, but not even the strongest person can lift you.
Yep.
I think
It needs to be suspended in something that weighs less than air, but not even the strongest person can lift it.
Obviously, the answer is waffles. Is it spirits? Oh, wait, do I have to dunk this in alcohol?
Alright.
It needs
I
to
don't
be.
think I
It
would
needs to
be
be
able to say in
suspended
this
in
universe.
this, is what it says.
Oh, okay. Nope, that's not my answer then.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's not my puzzle, so I'm not going to try to solve it. Although, knowing Theo, he'd have just smashed the damn puzzle box a long time ago.
But the problem is, what if it breaks whatever?
He doesn't give a shit.
If it's magic related.
He's like, I opened it.
But what if it's the key to one of the towers? unlikely, but it's not a 0 chance.
The chicken egg. It's a magic chicken egg.
It's a chicken egg. Aw, man. Dragon. Lame. I wanted a chicken. Can't eat dragon eggs. That's a crime.
Yeah, so you have to figure out the riddle to either get this thing open or reveal another clue.
Guys, we're gonna have to go to space.
What are you talking about?
What is
No,
space?
That's not a thing that's said. It's a
I don't know
personal
what
thing.
that is.
You know how you
Hey,
shouldn't
boy,
be right in somebody's face?
No.
Did you just almost sit his door and
Yeah,
breathe
I
into his
changed
mouth?
it if that's not there.
Thank you. Just you.
Okay, so yeah, that's what you got.
I mean, I'll share it with the other. What the hell is lighter in air? It's really hard to lift.
Weighs what? Say that again?
It weighs. It needs to be suspended in something that weighs less or is lighter.
Weighs less than.
It weighs less than air, but the strongest man can't lift it.
A cloud?
Well, clouds are actually quite heavy.
Yes, they are.
I gotta put this thing in the cloud, and we don't got a magic carpet.
Oh, let's see.
Could
Could
it be
as
metaphor?
Theo, the cloud makes sense. As Theo, the cloud makes sense. As Tex, god damn it, I know the answer, but I can't solve it because it's metagame.
I was thinking spirits, and I just gotta drown this thing in whiskey.
Oh man, fun.
Right. So we're going. I think we decided on north, to the north tower.
Yeah, I got summoned to court.
Who's in charge of the tavern right now?
So the person in charge of the tavern this day would be.
It depends on who lost the most recent bet.
They don't always try to skirt work there, man.
Yeah, but this is assuming that the timeline has progressed enough where the bet was still over. Like, they didn't already owe Lily more shit.
Or they haven't made more bets. So the role is Lily is who ends up getting it.
Okay. Has our message from the palace came yet?
No message from the palace. Though we have heard word that the Mages Guild is looking to possibly summon you.
Oh.
But they haven't made the summon official yet.
Probably because you blew up the tower through it.
It was a team effort. I can't take all the credit.
Well, again, I'm just mad at Miff that you didn't let me steal more stuff before you blew up the tower, Theo.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to die. Kind of didn't have a choice at that point.
I mean, out of character, at least I got a lever and a book.
I'm
so
sorry,
that's
who did
something.
you say was here working at the tavern? Really?
Lily.
It's Lily.
Well, I understand you're not necessarily the biggest on weapons. There doesn't happen to be an armory here at the tavern, does there?
armory.
I want something other than this song.
Uh,
Not song.
Dork.
Song? What the hell? Sword.
You have a spear.
Doric, they weren't going to let me take a
I
frying pan. You
pay
think they're gonna
for
let you
it.
take a sword?
This time.
That's not.
That wasn't
the issue.
That wasn't the problem.
Oh,
The problem
that's
was that
right.
they were worried about
Okay,
implosion or it turning it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doric, do you
No,
really
I
want to
don't
have
want
a
a
sword
sword
that
at
turns
all.
into spiders?
I want a hammer.
Yeah, all of our weapons tend to be magical of some level. So
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is if we fix magic, then we can, take a penny, leave a penny with a
I'll
sword.
consider it.
I'm gonna go gather my things. We're gonna head north, so I'm
Oh,
gonna.
that reminds me. Hey, does any of Theo's clothes look different now that he's got his furs back?
He hasn't. He's going up there to gather all that right now. He's preparing, packing his pack for northern travel.
You might want to get some.
So, along those lines, then,
Hey.
might it be possible
Hey.
for us to receive our compensation so that we can buy some gear
What?
back in our world?
It was in your rooms. I just didn't give it to you because I didn't do that. You each had 10 gold coins in your rooms.
Don't
I'm
be scoffing
not.
at that.
I'm
It's still 10 more than
made
what
an
you had.
extremely poor financial decision.
I mean, your money more than multiplied by 10.
Maybe you'll learn not to gamble
Doubt
next
it.
time.
No. Have you met Dork? He likes to make mistakes more than once to make sure he can.
I guess that's fair.
It's like a cat. It's like a cat. A cat will try something at least twice.
Right. Going up to his room, gather his gear.
Oh my goodness. The cloak is overtaking Doric. He's
Oh
going
my
to try
gosh,
everything
that's
twice.
What am I finding when I pick up my furs?
So I was going to ask
Pack
them
over.
to go headphones off,
Okay.
Oh no.
Right.
so we can hear what Theo's reaction is when he gets his furs out.
Okay,
And it looks like they're both out. Okay. So when you go to gather your furs and gather your stuff, your furs have taken on, instead of that black color you had originally, they have taken on a slightly royal purple hue.
You know, he's not mad at that. It's still edgelord themed, so like, he's like, purple. I wonder if that's gonna be my color. You know, it might work for where we're going. I'm not mad, but at the same time, god damn it. It took me forever to find enough charcoal to dye those things black.
But I will say, you would notice though as you're looking, like the exterior does have that sort of like royal purple kind of sheen to it.
Yeah.
But on the inside, where you would like the inside of your clothes is like this stark, almost white color.
Oh, god damn it.
So both a blessing and a curse.
He starts thinking about it for a second and like, so does it snow a lot up north? You know, white might actually be smart. And no, it goes against my aesthetic. Let's make sure that stays on the inside. From afar, this purple looks black, so it's fine.
You think that?
It's magically enchanted. It always looks purple regardless of where you're looking at it.
Alright, so you're just gonna gather your stuff up and go?
Yeah.
Alright.
You ready to go? He's not wearing the furs yet. They're wrapped up in a roll on his bag. Because he's still in the desert. He doesn't want to wear them yet.
Yeah. So you gather your stuff up, you head down.
Okay, I'm back.
I don't think anybody else had their gear in the actual tavern.
This is true. When
Is Guy the only one who hasn't pushed buttons enough to get pranked in this?
To his knowledge.
I don't even know what Theo did is the problem.
Guilt by association.
He just left his shit in the room.
Or maybe they're picking on him specifically because he's such an edgelord.
It's possible. That's fair.
I think that might have been it.
That's valid. Yeah, I mean, when he comes down on his rolled up on his backpack, there is this bright purple colored roll of furs.
It's a royal purple color.
Oh, you're
That is an
switching up your
interesting
wardrobe.
fashion
Good for you.
choice.
It is less obnoxiously purple than your
Dork absolutely
lizard
loves it.
costume, Dork.
You know, honestly, I'm not really mad at it. It still like fits my aesthetic a little bit. It's the inside of it that's upsetting. So I'm just gonna leave it rolled up for now.
What's on the inside?
What's on the inside?
We're not gonna talk about it.
Listen, it's what's inside that counts, and we need to know.
You'll see when I have to wear it. I'm not putting it on right now.
I'm pretty proud of that one, though.
Right. So, do y'all have everything y'all need, or do we need to stop somewhere in town? Actually, are we gonna have to pass through any towns we've been in before?
If you follow the roads, you are going to go through a close. Okay, I close the thing. I was hoping it didn't close.
Yeah, because you've got that, whatchamacallit, all that money that's on a, letter, don't you?
Yeah, but I have to go through. They can only be redeemed in one of the cities for that.
Well, we can make
kingdom.
sure we go through it. Because
Redeem
wasn't
that
it Iron
gold.
Lake?
Yeah, that would
I got
backtrack
some.
unless we cut through.
What
the
if we
mountains.
went through and visited your people? The orcs, the goat people. The tribe of the goat, that's what it was.
Yeah, you know what? The goat people didn't really clear up between the two of us who it could be.
You mean the Stone Teeth, where the orcs live? Is that what you're
The
speaking
place
of?
that we started to go through to get here to do hold originally.
The Stone Teeth.
Is that the Stone Tooth Mountains? Is that what that is?
Do you-
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They do stonecraft, right? You think they'd buy these gems more than what I might be able to get in the city?
Depends on how rare the gem is, but each tribe does different types of crafting.
I mean, one of them's a diamond.
Like I said, each
other
tribe
one's-
does different types of crafting.
I mean, if you
And the
don't
other
want
one's
you to
blue.
lose the money, I think we should have to go to Iron Lake and then head north.
I am running low on funds because I have to keep buying y'all shit.
If you won fights, you
Yeah,
wouldn't
well,
have
I'm gonna
to.
have my own money now. Didn't I give you something to sell, Dork?
Did you?
No, I gave you the. No, he gave you.
Yeah.
You got the cloak out of the tower, didn't you?
I got a basic crafter's book. Lets me
Yeah,
memorize.
all
new
I've got,
crafters.
yeah, I've got the squirrel tail that you gave me out of friendship still.
Yeah,
But don't worry, it's gonna come back. It's gonna
that's
come back.
right.
Don't
It's gonna come back
don't
to
you
bite
worry,
you.
listener. I've got a plan.
Oh dear.
I mean, are you just gonna incorporate it into
Yeah,
the
I
Dave
can.
helmet?
We can see about going through my tribal area.
A few of the recipes that I've found have called for some gemstones and things like that that could be beneficial too that I might be able to find as we're going through.
You're gonna have to
Not
pay
if you
for
find
those.
them on the ground, wasn't it?
If they're just loose on the ground, that's one thing. But if you want to go mining,
No,
then you
no.
have to pay for
Physical
that.
labor does not agree with me. Do you not remember loading the cart? I was
Yeah, I was
not.
pretty good at it, actually.
So I will say, you would know for Theo, going through the stone teeth, you're not going to be able to take horses.
This is correct. It would slow
What
us
about
down.
goats? Big goats.
We wouldn't be able to get horses until we're out of the mountains and back over in Iron Lake, which they might charge more. Because they are at war.
That's true. Well, I guess it really comes down to the course that we take is how pressed for time.
If I can find one of the tribal traders here in the town, I can exchange my letter of credit with them, and because they'll go back to Iron Lake multiple times.
That would make sense.
But I haven't been able to find any of the tribals here. I haven't really-
Maybe there will be a large orc woman or guy.
Don't start that. You're gonna get cursed again. Don't start that.
Wait, what are you even talking about? Don't be weird. I gotta pawn some stuff before we go. See if I can't get us some supplies.
I think as you say that, guy, you'll hear in the back of your head, you'll hear in the back of your head from Dinal Carr, how in the name of all of the gods are you my legacy?
Obviously you upset somebody in your life. Or one of your descendants did. Somebody fucked up.
Literally.
No, wait.
Oh my
Halfling.
God.
I was hoping that was not going to be brought up, but okay.
I'm very
Listen.
sorry, everybody. We're looking for a new fourth member to the podcast.
Out of character, at some point, one of Dinal Carr's descendants was aggressively attacked by a bard, a halfling bard. And that's how that's going to happen. That's just what's going to happen. That's how it happened.
No, other way around. They were a bard.
No, because it makes more sense for the halfling to be the bard coming towards the elf person.
Yeah, but don't say attacked. They were who?
They were aggressively barded.
Aggressively barded. Oh, jeez. That's another double entendre. Yikes!
The internet does not fail me for memes. Well, not me. Yes. Yeah.
Alright. Continuing.
Yep. All right, so
So-
you're gonna go back to your tavern room, back at
It's
the
probably
overweight
like a
dwarf.
day. Is it just the next morning?
I would say it's not quite the next morning. It's actually a little bit past morning. So it's like it's not. It's just what is that? My brain just would like, you know, the between
So
like
the
your
after
lunchtime,
second
your
breakfast.
like your 10ish, like your 10ish in the morning,
Mid-morning.
mid morning. There you go. My brain just would. that train has left the station.
I have a new headcanon for Dinalcar. His great-great-great-great-grandfather was actually a halfling. And then somebody down the line married a halfling, and it just became the dominant trait from then on. I didn't descend from you. You descended from my people.
Oh god, that would get you cursed.
Oh man.
Listen, it's only upsetting if it's true. That's why he's so upset.
But no, so yeah, you head back to the tavern. You hear kind of you don't really hear any fighting at the moment. It actually is like weirdly quiet in the tavern compared to what it's been like. You're used to the lively atmosphere of the fights and people cheering and the carrying on, and then you come in the morning and it's quiet. Yeah, too quiet.
Well, should we go to the mages since they're supposed to be looking for us, supposedly?
Looks at the barkeep. Did they Mages Guild leave a message for us to go meet them, or?
There's been no mages here all night.
That's fair.
And then as soon as the barkeep says that, an elven man walks through the doors. So I'm looking for
holy shit.
I guess the agents of fate.
The contractors were here.
If that's the word you wish to use, then I can use it.
It's fine. We're the contractors of fate.
It's such a stupid title. I love it.
Yeah, we're the contractors of fate. We're an LLC.
We're very good at building scaffolding.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to hosting you in the Mage's Tower.
Is there a dress code, or is this fine? I'm assuming our gear is clean because we've been in the Fate's Tavern for like a week.
Yeah, the only dress code would be for the members of the guild.
Okay.
You are guests.
Right. I mean, we're ready to go now. We can follow you.
Kind of awkwardly turns. He wasn't expecting you to be ready to leave right away.
We were already ready to go.
We have our multi-pass if we needed to get there.
We have priority transport.
Ooh. No.
Is it?
Out of curiosity,
Yeah,
is it faster than the regular transport?
It might be faster.
Well, it doesn't stop, so until we get to where we need to go.
There's so many ways we can do that without magic. Like, I don't know, a couple of oxen pulling it faster.
Yeah, so he leads you back to the link station and presents the paper he was carrying to the station operator, and then you'll hear kind of bells ring, and some people will complain that they see one of the mages walk up, so they just kind of quiet down. And he says, "This is our train."
Awesome.
Is it fancier?
No, it's
the
the exact same
Oh,
train.
I was hoping.
We just made everybody else get off.
all he has is basically a priority pass where they go from this station to the Castle District station with no stops. That's
Everybody
all
else
he
on the
has.
sub is like, oh, god dang it, we've got to wait for another one now.
Yes.
We basically have screwed up everybody's day.
So yeah, you four load on and it takes off at the same speed, same everything. It just doesn't stop at the different stations. So it actually goes significantly faster because it's not stopping, but it's the same speed.
I mean, it's the difference between 5 miles an hour and 10 miles an hour. Like, it is double, but 10 miles an hour.
Yeah,
is a
exactly.
lot. It's enough to break bones, but it's...
You can really feel the wind rushing through your hair.
Shut up, dork.
Wait, hold on. Did you just call him dork?
No, I said dork. I'm not gonna call people names.
All right.
What's wrong with you?
Wait, why are you attacking me when I misheard you? And our companions.
Listen, I'm upset because this thing is slow. It uses magic. It should be faster.
Well, we had them going faster for a while, but let's just say children don't like to stay seated when they're going faster, and there were accidents.
That's what seatbelts are for.
That tracks.
Also, Theo, you don't do magic. Your bones are broken.
What are you talking about? No, I'm fine. I'm going to stay seated
magic
the
comes from
entire
the
time.
cats.
I'm not going to run and jump around like a dumbass.
Is there somebody like driving
was
this,
doing
or
it-
is
I
it
was-
like completely automated?
There actually is like a person who basically runs and controls the engines, but they're in
It's
like
always-
a
It's a
isolated
dome.
cabin away
So
from everybody
there's
else.
not a way to talk.
It's
to
always
them?
easier.
No.
It's always easier to just dumb it down instead of trying to find a solution that makes it safer and faster.
Not only is it easier, it's also cheaper.
Yeah, but then you could sell
Yeah,
those
imagine if it goes
restraint
to-
systems to everybody. And then you can make magic carts, and all kinds of crazy shit.
You apparently don't know how government run industries work, do you?
Yeah, I'm assuming they don't want to have all of those delicious.
Have you ever heard the saying, to the lowest bidder goes the greatest reward?
Yeah, but you can also sell
No,
that stuff
but I
out
have
of country and make more money for your government.
Yeah, but there's like wars happening. I can't
That's
imagine.
the
they'd wanna
best
get-
time
Have
to
you
sell
considered?
To our
None of
enemies?
it's gonna. Yeah, none of it's gonna be used
You can
against
sell them the
Remember?
fault.
Have you ever considered taking this idea and doing what Theo is saying and making it an attraction where people can get on there and know they're going fast, maybe go upside down, loop-de-loop, and almost experience like they're flying?
Wait. What's a loop-de-loop?
Weren't you on a flying ship? You've seen
well, you
birds
see-
fly, they go up and back around and loop.
Well, we don't have any plans for something like that, but we do, however, have a plan for, well, the gnomes are working on it currently, to make a direct route to Sandreach from this city here. It would go faster, it would be
The-
contained, rather
Wait,
than
where's
open.
Sandreach?
The southern city?
Sandreach is on the other side of the desert from Dunold.
That would be nice.
Oh, down by the oasis? Okay,
The
got it. Yep.
Town right next to
You
the
know,
Yeah, I
the
see
oasis
it.
right there. So yeah, the gnomes are working on making a direct link between this city and that city, and then the city after that would probably be coastside. I do know they are planning to. The military is pushing to make them make Riverside the next city, but it's going to come down to what the king wants instead, and I'm pretty sure the king would value going to his coastal estate over going to Riverside.
By chance, does the king own a vineyard?
Why are you asking, Dory?
Y'all don't know what I've read.
That actually made me completely stop what I was doing because I was laughing. Yes, actually, the royal family has owned a vineyard for many years in Coastside.
Interesting.
It's one of our most famous vineyards in the nation.
And his father owned it. Passed through his family.
Yes.
Where's this vineyard? Coast.
Coastside. It's the southernmost part of the continent.
Ogred, are you about to ask if any of the
Oh,
previous kings
no,
were
it didn't say murder. It just said dead. No, it just says
Oh, I
dead.
thought it said killed.
So, like, if his dad's dead, I would assume, since he's king, and it's been passed through his family, that means
No.
that winery fits the bill.
No. This country did the opposite. His dad used to be the president.
Quit fucking with my metagame.
All right. All right. Why?
No reason, just making idle conversation. Jots notes. In his
So
book.
the vehicle would pull into the station, and the elf would get up and this way, please.
Follows behind him.
Yep.
And he leads you to the very large tower in the city.
I've always wanted to come here.
Hey, Theo. Theo, look at me.
What?
Not this one, all right?
Not what?
Could you remind us of the leader
know
of your
what?
order?
Listen.
I don't recall it. I know we met him a few days ago, but I don't recall his name.
Well, you will not be meeting with him.
Who will we be meeting with?
What?
You'll-
I mean, does it matter?
It's polite.
We're still more. They're still more important than we are technically for this city.
But Theo, we might have to fill out paperwork, so knowing names might be important.
Paper.
Could come back later. Hey, Bob, remember us from last time? Cool. Hey, you know.
Yeah, you don't remember when we went to the office to get permits and stuff?
Obviously, if the people that we talked to last time, you can't remember their names, and they were the top people.
I take much better notes
What is
now.
this person's name?
Scribble something more in his
Oh,
book.
jeez. Yeah, so he leads you to the tower there and leads you inside the main floor. The main floor would be like your typical, almost like a typical office building. There's like a large central desk area. There's like a bunch of seating areas. There's actually a couple little shops and stuff inside this little lobby space. There's plenty of places to sit and relax and look out at the city. And then there is a center. There's a center area in this ground floor that has like these series of, it looks like almost like tubes that go straight up the middle of the tower.
That's cool.
And the elf continues to one of those tubes.
What's in the
He
tube?
follows.
Are they empty or?
Is this? As he steps in the tube, is this magic?
Yes.
Are these like?
Otherwise, it's a very long climb
Wait,
of
so
stairs.
it's like us-sized tubes?
It's large enough that you could very easily put a very large person inside
Shit,
one
I
of
thought
these
it was
tubes.
a water cooler.
These
Never
like,
mind.
are these like the Zoom tubes from Futurama?
Similar, yes.
That's fantastic. I love it.
And the elf will say, if you'll step right in here, and he's going to he'll basically carve a rune into the tube. And he says, if you'll step right in here, you'll be sent up to Tarek's office.
Tarek. Name sounds familiar. Theo's already in the tube. He doesn't like magic. This kind of shit's cool.
We'll see if it goes faster than the cart.
Transportation magic is cool.
Oh, man.
So you step inside this tube, and before you can say anything, you feel a pulling sensation on your skin as you are lifted up through this tube, and you're gone from sight.
Theo's is like neat.
That went quite fast.
It would
Guys like
it would
holding,
echo slightly when you say
guys
neat,
like
because you're in a tube.
guys like holding. Guy like takes out the box and looks at it. Is this the answer?
So you go up and you notice that the archway you were looking at your friends that went with you, and then it will, as it goes up, it kind of pivots around, and then you come out looking directly to the north, and you are in this richly appointed study. And there's another opening at the bottom for the others.
So do we have to go one at a time? Like wait for it to come back down?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you have to go one at a time.
Neat. I'm not a big fan of magic, but that was cool.
So in this little richly appointed little study area, there's bookshelves on on it looks like bookshelves on 3 sides of this little study area. They also kind of come into the room slightly in the entryway, but there is this really nice seating area in the middle. There's like a nice table. There's chairs, and there's a comfortable couch in the middle there. There's chairs kind of interspersed throughout the different bookshelves. And you're looking out the north side there. There is a large desk with a view looking out to where the spire once stood.
Oh, look! We can see nothing's there now.
So I'm assuming you want an explanation.
Theo, not this one.
So whoever's going next goes next, and then the third person go up, and you're just all brought into the room.
Yeah, Dork will go next.
And at the desk is a halfling who is currently looking out the window, and he's got like a wand, and you notice that the window seems to be the view of the spire, or where the spire was, is significantly closer than it should be. And then once
Obviously, he's got the bubble telescope.
And then once Guy is up there, he'll kind of turn around. He says, there you are.
Here I am.
Yes, we're all here.
Yes, I wanted to ask about what you found at the spire and what you learned, and I guess how it was destroyed.
Oh.
So,
Theo, I'll give you the short example without throwing somebody under the bus.
I mean, I have no problem explaining. I have no problem explaining what happened.
Doric.
It is my fault. It's fine.
Yes. We met an otherworldly entity that had been trapped and siphoned, and then we put it back where it's supposed to be without jeopardizing the multiverse.
There may have been something
the
big and scary that tried to come in there.
Yeah, I tried to shoot it.
So, we entered the space around the tower like we were supposed to, and we lost. I guess something happened, and we were like pulled into an extra planal area where the spirit of conjuration was trapped.
Well, that's interesting. Always heard that they were theoretical; they weren't actually proven. You kind of scribble down some more notes as you're describing what happened.
I opened a door in this planal area that opened to the void from which the spirit came. And when we freed the spirit,
almost got sucked into the void.
When we freed the spirit, it collapsed that planal space, which caused the magic of the tower to fracture, and like a whole piece of it vanished in front of our eyes, like it imploded in front of our eyes. It fell apart.
An entire section of the tower was the pocket dimension, made real from the outside. The inside was the pocket dimension, and when it blipped out of existence, the rest of the tower crumbled.
Yeah, you just removed you basically collapsed a pocket dimension within a structure, which is cataclysmic if it was outside the spire. So, thankfully, it just destroyed a section of the spire, it looks like.
But the reason for that was because if that pocket dimension wasn't destroyed like that, the other creatures that are in the void would have gotten through.
Yeah, the one I tried to shoot at.
When you said you opened the door, so it created a bridge, if you will, between the pocket created a bridge between our plane and their plane, or dimension, however you wish to word it.
I tried to save some of the magical artifacts, but I didn't have enough time.
Did you happen to save any of them?
I got this lever.
So you say you got this lever. He's going to kind of spin. He has like a headset thing on. He kind of spins it around. It's like one of those comical the comical monocles that has like the multiple layer like lenses that can zoom in.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, he kind of he pops that around and like pops a couple down and like, may I see it?
I mean, I don't think it's inherently magical, but it was part of the device that was siphoning the magic off the spirit of conjuration.
It would probably be very ancient magic that we do not actually have really any knowledge of, possibly.
I have some. I guess it's technically like rock dust now, but at one point it was the magic stone that made of the same material that was used to siphon the energy off that creature, and after a couple of days it should be safe to go explore the ruins of that tower, because the magic effect that was causing people to forget is gone.
Yes, we already have a team planning to head out there on an expedition.
So if there's anything that's salvageable, y'all be able to find it.
Yes. I was wanting to kind of hopefully get some advanced knowledge before we do head out there, because knowledge is the key to survival.
We saw one room of the tower, and it was a existent room.
Oh, I might have some recipes for potions.
And I can tell you, based on what we found, the specialty of the school may have been conjuration magic. We did find a spirit of conjuration there.
When I touched the spirit, I happened to get a pocket dimension inside myself with a tiny little paper dragon.
Interesting. But yes, we will gladly pay you fair value for the recipes you found that we would like to be able to study and learn from.
Would I be able to get the source back later? Because some of that information might be important in our endeavors with the rest of the towers. But
we'll do our best to maintain the legibility and original conditions of them, but sometimes magical experimentation can be messy. We could always translate it over onto another document for you.
Yeah, I found that old draconic book that they keep in the schools. Yeah, well, I found the second edition that has been rewritten by the original transcriber.
Interesting. A book that's primarily drivel, from what we've been able to find.
This one has, you know how some people write in their which you shouldn't write in your textbooks, but you know how some people take notes in their textbooks?
Well, of course.
Yeah, it just pulls out the book and shows him a couple of pages of all the corrections and updates.
I'm assuming because you're the one that wanted to talk to us, the king and the head of the guild aren't upset, or at least not to the point of wanting to get rid of us.
Upset? Not necessarily. We're more. They're more thankful that the danger of the spire is gone. The upset and unease is more in my department, as we study and work in experimental magics, and was hoping that we could access the trove of knowledge after you opened up the spire, but it being destroyed does put a bit of a wrinkle in that plan.
Here's the thing. From what I understand, considering this is the second tower we've been in, last time we were basically finding, before the Agents of Fate, we are finding the power sources of these towers. The first one, when we removed that, it aged to the point where everything kind of turned to dust. So
also there were ghosts.
If now you could send this word out to the other mage guilds, but if they're wanting access to those towers and wanting to find out what's going on, when we get there to explore the tower, they may want to send someone with us, because from experience, there's not much left after we leave. And not even through our own fault.
hold on. The first one, there was plenty left. It's just that a lot of it was extra gross. There was ghosts. They gave you that neat weapon, remember?
No, we had already taken the weapon. They didn't give it to us.
I mean, yeah, but they bequeathed it and told you a little bit about it.
But no, it is understandable that they don't necessarily survive after they are accessed. They have been standing for, many, many thousands of years. So it makes sense that there would be some structural damages or complications involved in the tower itself. So it is understandable that maybe the magic is holding it in place, or there's the power that you're saying you're removing from the spires, or what's actually controlling everything. Or maybe there's other things like you said with this one, with creature trapped. I mean, there's many, 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 many ways that these could be done. And that's just, I'm not, I guess upset is not the correct word. It's more of a lament. I would have liked to be able to go in there, but if it is not possible, then it's not possible. I know several of my other colleagues would like to visit these too, but if they're going to not necessarily make it, it's probably not best for us to be in the way when you end whatever enchantment or magic that is keeping it in whatever state it is in, and because we do happen to get distracted with knowledge, so there might be losses on our different colleagues and academic peers, so that would not be advisable either. But if they do manage to survive, then we would definitely like to investigate them as much as possible. We can definitely send word around that to the different guilds that you're coming through there, and maybe they might have ways to help you access them, or maybe even ways that they might be able to maybe have some knowledge on them, or maybe maps or something. I can see what they have. We can send messages.
I just thought of something you could do for me in particular. That'd be really helpful. In exchange for this lever and access to make copies of the book.
What would that be?
Well, I would be interested in some sort of voucher as towards my character as a fellow magic enthusiast for... I got summoned to Nordka, because that's where I'm from.
Well, what we would say doesn't carry much weight in Nordica, my friend. If they decide to exile you, we can definitely have a space open for you here in our guild.
Hey.
That would be interesting for me and my family to have a place to go in case things go wrong. I don't know if you're familiar with the story, but basically the three of us got kidnapped by the cultists, and I was supposed to graduate right before it happened.
Ooh, yes, the Nordicans are...
Everybody our stories there, man.
The Nordicans are extreme.
Yes. And they never fix their god-dang potholes.
He's been ranting about potholes for like 3 days.
You must have been from some of the rural hinter towns then.
I can say now we can't say exactly which tower we're going to next, so it'd probably be best to send out blanket message to be prepared for when we do show up. It's mainly to protect us because I'm pretty sure we're being followed by cultists.
Oh, and any bystanders, considering they have no qualms
They
with
do seem to be
murdering
able
them.
to find us somehow.
Yeah.
Well, I know they kill people on their way to kidnap me, so they are not above murdering bystanders.
Oh, speaking of cultists, we had to deal with an ambush when we got to the tower, so I would tell your people to be prepared in case there's cultists there investigating.
Make sure that's all in the letters I send and the briefs. We'll make sure to let them know that you're coming along and that you will be looking to speak with them when you're in the areas and to gather up information for you and have it ready for your arrivals. And yes, definitely we'll make sure everybody's aware of the possible dangers outside of what you typically find in ruins and around ruins. There's always danger there, but additional danger is not good either.
Wow. It's always nice to find someone who's actually helpful.
Well, like I said, this is my area of expertise. I study experimental magics and forms of magic, and it's actually kind of not really. I guess you could say not really a common practice for many, but I do like to study the histories, and we learn everything from history, and if we do not learn from history, we're doomed to repeat the mistakes. That's always been the way I've looked at it, so it's good to know what's going on.
Fair. Dental Car says something like that, but it's usually a lot more aggressive and mean.
Who's Dinel Car?
Our guiding spirit, so to say.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. You notice he also writes that down in his notes.
Have you heard this name before?
Yeah.
No, I have not. That's why I asked who it was.
Powerful magic user from way back when.
He's a very wise and venerable spirit. Theo's trying to say everything with a straight face. Because he knows Din is listening.
But yes, we can take those books and the lever and anything else you have from the spire, and we can compensate you for them and try our best to maintain the conditions or to transcribe into new editions for your reference. They won't be ready right away, but if you come back in, let's say a week or two, we can make sure to transcribe everything over if that's what you need us to do, or we can wait till you come back around.
Maybe a little bit longer than that, getting back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Related but unrelated. Are you familiar with who may have lived in a small abode, fairly well off, on the way to the tower? They had a magic item or two in their house. It looked like it had been vacated for a very long time, but I was wondering if I might be able to return one of them.
It looked like a small familial wizard tower.
Do you happen to know any names or symbols of them?
Yes, and I will do my best to sketch out and describe the family insignia that was on the waffle iron.
That's right, you left the waffle iron in the tavern. You could just show them the waffle iron.
Yeah, I found a waffle iron. I didn't bring it with me because it's real weird to walk around with a waffle iron around town. And people were already looking at me from earlier.
Well, I mean, we could definitely do something along the lines of, I think that looks like an old insignia. They're no longer associated with our order. They after she passed, her daughter never showed any gifts for magic, so she did not join the guild after her mother's passing, and then they didn't have any sons, just the one daughter. I do not necessarily know if the family's still around, but we can try to return anything to them if they are.
Alright, well, I got this, I think it's a reading ring? I think it lets the bonded user read languages.
Mm-hmm.
I also got this illustrated book that, even if they aren't a magic user, I'm sure they'd appreciate having a bit of their childhood, or the childhood of an ancestor, I guess.
I think we could definitely see if it's the one that I'm thinking of. I will have to definitely consult with some of my colleagues, because I never personally met them, and he kind of chuckles awkwardly. But the Elven family, I believe their daughter would now possibly be a grandmother. So,
Oh, well, that's something. Oh, and I also found a spell book. It's empty, but would your guild be interested in that?
we can always use more spell books.
Alright, pulls that out, hands it over, pulls the illustrated book out, hands it over, and then hands over the reading ring.
All right, so let's see.
York is not going to mention his cat.
It's a decent amount of money I'm giving. Yeah, no, guy's not an arc.
York
he's
is
keeping the
actually
wired
keeping
as
his
is.
mouth closed because he really likes how comfortable this cloak is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guy's not an arc. You're good.
I fought a bear out there.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. We fought a bear, fought some spiders.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
hey Theo, you have some of those spider bits, right?
It's a left fang. It's a trophy piece. I literally just had the one.
Oh,
left
I wasn't. Oh, I wasn't sure if. Out of curiosity, would the silk sac of a large spider be a magical ingredient?
It could be, depending on what kind of spell you're looking for.
Holy crap! I just remembered I had something. So, while we're talking about shit that we have found in different areas, Theo remembers a flask of this really weird liquid that we found in the first tower. He's like, oh wait, I have this. We found it in the tower by the swallows.
oh my.
It's just like this gray,
Oh, yeah.
weirdly gray liquid in a flask. I don't know what it is.
There's still a bunch of slimes over there. Oh, and there's that town where you sold that magic weapon to. If you wanted to buy it from that
I'm
person
not.
and study the rune. No, not you, them.
That's just a myth. It's just a meteorite weapon, I think, or some shit like that. If I remember right.
Yeah, but some of the runes might have been lost to time.
But yeah, so we can with those goods there. You got the 2 books. I give you 3 gold for those 2 books. As for the ring,
The
if there
spellbook
is a family that is willing to claim it, then we can give you any kind of reward that they would give for it.
What's the name of the family, by the way?
I lost my generator. Where's my generator?
Oh no!
Damn you, tabs.
That way, and
I have too many tabs open. I'm like, ah!
and out of curiosity, what side of the continent might they live on, just in case you run into them?
Probably here.
Last I heard, the family, I believe they go by the name of Corodo for the noble families. Last I heard, I believe they are down in Sandreach, if not coastside.
We will eventually have to be back here. Because we're not going to that tower yet, so we'll eventually have to be back here.
On the other side of the desert.
Desert.
Yeah.
Oh, this one right here?
There's a sandwich of desert between them.
There is a sandwich desert.
I don't know if you've done it yet, but one of these days you gotta post this map.
I do have it posted. I have the whole world able posted.
Oh.
I do. I think I do. If I don't, somebody will call me out on it.
Yeah, do that. On Discord.
Right? If I haven't done it, call me on Discord, and I will remedy it as soon as I can. I believe it's already on there.
See
So
if you can find the image on the map.
Yeah, see if you can find the image of the city that is not labeled on the map.
Before,
Oh no, I was talking about the Squirrel Island.
Oh.
hey, Guy, before you agree to that, come here for a second. I have
All right.
an idea.
Yeah, what's the idea?
What if you gave him all that stuff in exchange for like a horse and buggy? Because then we could
Or
travel.
see if he has a magic carpet.
I thought. Okay, why would we want a horse? I thought you said we weren't going to be able to take a horse and buggy across the mountains.
I mean, if y'all want to go through the Stone Teeth, that's fine. We'll get horses in Iron Lake, but I mean, it's up to y'all. I really don't care if we go to the mountains or not. People normally don't return to the tribes until after they've made their fortunes.
It's
I mean, you have an
not
island
like
here.
you're a poor man.
I didn't leave home a poor man.
Also, you're returning with people to sell and buy stuff from your tribe, so there you go.
Oh my god, they're gonna eat y'all alive. Alright, that's fine. We'll go that way first.
Promise? Just kidding.
Jesus.
Large women, it's fine.
I mean, that's up to y'all. It's up to you. It's your stuff. I don't care.
So the for the
One? Was that if he heard us or not?
No.
Rolling to see if he's got the magic
Hey,
carpet.
hey, Doric,
Yes.
roll me.
Oh no!
I haven't said anything to piss him off.
It's not pissing him off. Roll me a That'd be funny. Roll me a wisdom, please.
Okay. Yes. 4. It's a 10 is the number for the day. 14 total.
All right, so you would remember as they did their little side moment that before you left the tavern, Lily told you to go to the northwestern gate of the city, and then there is there's horses that have been reserved for you. They're in your name.
I share this information with the group. Didn't Lily say that there's horses waiting for us at the northwest gate?
She only told you.
Oh, I forgot to tell
Which is probably a
you.
mistake.
yeah.
We don't need the cart and stuff. There's horses. Lily took care of it for us. My bad. It slipped my mind. I was still sad about all the money I lost.
It's fine.
So you're offering me 3 gold for the book that's written by one of the dragons and the illustrated book, or this is for the illustrated book and the spell book?
The spell book and the book from the dragons. The illustrated book is an heirloom, so he's going to say if there is a finder's fee for
Okay,
it,
good.
he will bring it back to you. He'll get it routed to you.
And at any point, you could come back and get your dragon book. He's saying he'd transcribe it and give it back to you.
Is the reason the dragon book's so low is because I'm asking for a transcribe as well?
You're basically saying I have this textbook that has answers in it, and textbooks are not. I mean, yes, it's rare, but it's also like you're going to get a second copy of it. You're not saying that I'm going to have the only copy of it. I'm going to sell you the only copy. You're saying I'm going to sell you a copy, but I want one back.
I mean, listen, I'm just need like some of the book because the person who wrote this is still around.
That's fine, Mace. That he's offered you the 3 gold for it. And spell books, blank spell books really aren't worth a whole lot.
Yeah, they're not that valuable.
Come to find out, they can do it later. So that spellbook wasn't blank. It was written in invisible ink.
I'll scream.
I wouldn't be that mean to him.
All right, so do what you gotta do. But that's pretty much all we got. You can have that liquid for free. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's magic of some kind.
So I think while you guys went off to do the little like side conversation, if you left it on his desk, he would be investigating it. So let's see. I need a. Is there like a generic stat block for wizard that I can use real fast?
I don't know.
I would assume that he has like quick identify or quick identification.
I don't have any kind of stat
which,
block.
depending on what level he is, he can do it as a 3-action activity and know immediately what it is.
We're talking about the liquid?
If he's got the skill feat, because I've got this skill feat, I just don't have the level to go like that. If he has quick identify, you can identify magic swiftly. You only take 1 minute when using identify magic to determine the properties of an item, ongoing effect, or location, rather than 10 minutes. If you're a master, you take a 3-action activity. If you're legendary, it takes 1 action.
I just found a stat block I'm going to use. And yeah, while you're having your side conversation, he's going to be identifying this potion. So if you left it there, he's going to work on identifying it. Hi, Lucy. Can you not step on my keyboard, please?
Theo has no idea what it is. He's been carrying it for like a month. He has no idea what it is.
He almost completely forgot about it.
Yeah. As much as he is a physical fighter, his shit never gets broke, so it's fine.
So while you're doing that, he's gonna be like, just gonna looking it over, and when you come back, he says, yeah, this right here, this is a potion of shrinking.
Potion of shrinking? Hey,
Wow.
Dora, drink this.
Wow, I could be taller than Theo.
It might be something that we need to save for a more necessary time. We need to sneak.
Why?
Hey, what kind of stuff you need for a potion of shrinking? I missed that
You
class.
missed a lot of classes.
Mushrooms and some lichen.
No. I didn't miss a lot of classes. I missed that
It's
class. 'cause
fungus
why would I
flavored.
need to know how to make a potion of shrinking, considering how tall I am already. Just felt redundant and rude.
Shrinking potion. I don't really see a need for this.
Obviously, we need the potion to throw on the next tower so we can put it in our pocket and
Or
run away from the cultists.
we throw it on someone.
Ridiculous.
Oh,
You have to consume it. That's how potions work. It's not a splash potion.
so grappled in and
Although-
pour it down there.
Not yet. Listen, it's still ingested if you only get it in their eyes.
What a shrinking potion does is a shrink spell, which is it'll cause whoever to be hit with it to become tiny in size. So that
To be hit with it? So it's actually a splash potion? Holy shit.
no, it's it just
Throw
says
Consumable.
yeah, it's consumable.
I'm sure there's a way to turn it into a splash potion.
Right. So, if this is the this is 1E. Never mind. The 2E tiny rolls. It allows multiple tiny creatures to occupy the same square. At least 4 can fit in a single square. Is there anything else that's like really great about them? It makes your reach nothing, so it's only melee in the same square. So it doesn't give AC bonuses.
Does your damage get reduced as well?
Yes, it should give you an AC bonus since you're smaller, but it doesn't. I can't find anything that tells me that.
I mean, you could just make it so.
I would think it would be, but so I know the first edition it gives you a +4 bonus to your dex and a +8 to your stealth.
I do think if you had enough tiny creatures in a single square, though, it should add something to some sort of attack, because it's hilarious to think of just a bunch of small
Swarm
creatures
attack?
climbing up somebody's leg. Yeah, like ants with swords.
Yeah.
Potion of shrinking. Do you want it? I don't really have need for it. Does anyone here want it?
It'd be really, really good for if you had a sneaky person. It'd be very good for it.
I don't think any of us are like.
I don't know if it necessarily
super
benefits you guys.
Yeah, that's Guy somehow.
sneaky. Turns you into like a quarter.
My stealth is
an
+2.
eighth
Your
link.
stealth is a +2, mine is +3, so technically I'm the sneaky person.
But your armor makes
What's your
noise.
stealth modifier?
Exactly. No, it's hide. It
Yeah, what's
doesn't
your
make
Oh,
noise.
that's right. Yeah, you have hide.
What's your
That's why
what's
I
your
picked
stealth
hide.
modifier?
My stealth modifier is
mine's
+3.
+4.
You got one more.
Holy shit!
What the
There's
hell?
sneaky one.
Tiny door. Tiny
Yeah, sure. What the hell?
door,
Door will
tiny
carry it. Why
door.
not? You
Take
never
the
know when
potion.
this might come in handy.
Hands the shrinking potion to Doric.
What's the
Yeah.
worst that could happen?
Worst case scenario worst case scenario at the end of the campaign, Doric can use it for one last prank before the credits roll.
Okay, so that's what you want to do there. You guys all good?
Put a shrinking potion in your list, and I'll remove this one from mine.
Well, I can open up your sheet, just move it over for you.
Oh, that works too.
I don't necessarily need the whole book transcribed, but if you find anything that pertains to the towers or the author specifically, or any traps, that's really all we need for information. I'm not really interested in copying her magics.
Okay, well, we can definitely do what. Have to take a look at it.
Also, if she shows up, you don't have the book and you don't know me.
Okay, yeah.
She seemed to be very full of herself. There was multiple paintings of herself. Multiple.
Draws a very crude sketch of her in tiefling form.
Green dragon. It's a green dragon lady.
The greenish, slightly scaled tiefling lady.
Hard
Yeah.
to miss.
Hold on, I gotta do something because that's a crafting roll when he draws something.
Yes, I would call that a crafting roll.
Right? Okay.
I have a writing
we'll see
kit
how
if
good
you
it
want
is.
to. I got a writing kit if it helps.
It wouldn't change my proficiency.
Would it make it?
That's a
slightly
22.
better?
That's a damn good drawing. It's almost completely spot on.
Yes, it's a very, very, very attractive tiefling lady.
That's pretty close to what I saw in the pictures. I ran out of green, otherwise it'd be better.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely make sure to look out for her. I don't recall any green tieflings in Dunehold, but could be
To
elsewhere.
be fair, she's a dragon that's been cursed to be a tiefling.
Wait, hold on. Should we let the all the mage guilds know about the other entities that were involved with the dragon?
I don't want to tip them off. She's one thing because she's pretty well known. I don't want to tip them off yet.
What we don't want to tell them about the looky loo.
Yeah, because
In the vision.
they could be anybody, though. That's the problem. We don't
I feel
know
like that
them
one.
yet.
I feel like that raisin in particular might be a little bit harder to hide.
Until we see them, we don't know what they look like. We don't know who they are. We don't know who they are in society.
A raisin.
So they could be in charge of one of the other guilds.
That's true. They need some milk.
Is that all you guys are gonna do?
Yeah.
All right, so
He doesn't head towards the door.
you're gonna take the gold. All right, so you take the gold. That says the. So you get the gold, and then you'll head out to the area where your Doric was told to get the horses.
Wait, hold on. I want to try to buy a frying pan on the way out. I have money now.
We've also got multiple cities we're gonna pass through, so
You could
Yeah.
literally buy a frying pan at any blacksmith. They're pretty common if they make any kind of cooking ware.
Okay, I'd like to buy one on the way out and some seasoning.
some
That's what my-
seasoning.
Listen, I told you I'm going to try to make money on the road by making rations.
My brain is like, you're gonna season the pan, then bong somebody with it.
You've just been insulted.
You have been assaulted.
Gosh.
Wow.
Beware the lock hay.
The weapon may be only 1d4, but the psychic damage after it is where you really hurt them.
Yeah, but don't forget the 1d8 of shin damage.
All right, so frying pan. So you just you can take the gold off. Frying pan is 1 silver.
That's it?
Yeah, they're frying pans.
Frying pan.
Like a combat frying
Yes.
pan.
It's a frying pan.
It's a frying pan. It's only a combat frying pan because you're a halfling.
At this point, you're almost fucking Samwise. You need a glowing sword.
What?
I need a glowing frying pan.
That's weird.
A glowing frying pan?
No, I just saw an item here that's really weird.
We'll
Oh, I
discuss
was
it
going to say,
next time.
glowing frying pan isn't weird. It's just so you can cook at night.
Self-heating frying pan would be pretty cool.
I would say for some spices, let's call it. You can get sort of like an array of like miscellaneous spices. There's a kit for it. There's not really a kit for it.
Spice should be a spice pouch.
I'm not seeing one.
I'd be willing to spend amount of money if you could tell me about how many rations I might be able to make with it on the road.
I got nothing on that front, my
I'm gonna try
guy.
to-
It's
I don't know how
something
much
you
a
gotta look up
ration is
yourself.
worth.
It depends on how good you are. So it'd be 1 light. Basically, I'm just going to use the material component pouch and say it'd be 5 silver for miscellaneous spices.
I suppose I should buy a pot to make stew as well with the frying pan.
No, you're just prolonging what we're doing here.
It's fine. Let's go. I bought spices, a frying pan, and I'll pay for a pot.
You can get a big cooking pot for 1 gold. A big stew pot.
That's fine.
He's gonna get encumbered soon.
You want-
Yeah, I'm not. I just got rid of I am encumbered now.
Told you.
Hold on, I gotta get rid of stuff.
I mean, a lot of that stuff you can probably store on your horse. It's not a big deal. Right. Let's go pick up our horses and let's get out of here. Wait, can either of you ride a
About to
horse?
Find out.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna
Theo
assume
can.
that she probably got a size appropriate rides.
So it's a horse. There's a probably an old farm horse. There's a pony, and then there's a mule. That'd be hilarious.
Dork will take the mule.
Or it's just one horse. We gotta share. It's like, oh, that poor horse.
All right, so that's pulled up. So when you get to that stable area, that'd be funny.
That's how we're riding Nordica.
So when you get to the stable there is a pony and a horse that is already, riled up, ready to go. And
Just two. Okay.
when you speak to them there, then you tell them your name is Doric. He says, "I got these over here for you. They're ready to go."
Wait, so there's only two?
Yes, a pony and a horse.
Do you have an additional beast of burden?
What size?
Point to Dork.
For me.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. But okay, another pony. So another pony would be.
And they're not beasts of burden, Dork.
True.
These are horses and ponies.
If they're carrying me, it's a burden. That's what you say in your sleep, Theo.
I was still saying that? My bad. I thought I had stopped. It's a reoccurring nightmare, okay? Sorry.
His recurring nightmare. You're having Doric ride back with you.
He's passed out and I gotta carry him through the mud.
I only weigh like almost 200 pounds, that's all.
Oops.
No, it's not that you're heavy. It's that you got drunk and ran off naked through the bog.
I don't
We
remember
carry you
that.
back.
Okay, so if you want another pony, that'll be 10 gold.
Looks like you're walking,
For
guy.
Riddler to buy.
And Doric gets up on the phone.
It's messed up.
He has a faster walking speed. than
Guy,
I
do you need a horse? Or can you ride the horse with me? Do you want to ride
Yeah, if
this
you don't
horse?
mind.
That's fine.
I don't care.
Lays his furs out on the back of the horse. You see as he rolls out the furs, you see the really bright white
Oh
on the
my.
side of it. Lays the purple side up.
I mean, it really pops.
Listen,
It'll be great
going
camouflage
to-
once. Hey, it'll be great camouflage when we get to Nordica.
I am going to pick my own description of horse, unless you have one there.
It's just a riding horse, so it's like a basic riding horse.
Well, this is my inner text in here. Is it a painted horse or like a?
It simply states a riding horse. So whatever you feel in your heart
can
is a
flavor
riding
it.
horse.
I can flavor it.
'Cause
I mean, it's going to be a riding horse. I'm just talking about color scheme on
Yeah.
the horse.
I know next to nothing about horses, so
My inner texting is screaming at me.
Is a pinto.
Palomino, first of all.
alright, so you just put them here. Bam. And then
All right.
That, not that.
Our horses lifts ass first, and then if Guy agrees, Theo lifts him up onto the horse.
Yeah, we have a moment. It's fine.
We're not going to speak of this.
I mean, let's be real. This works much better than Doric and Theo riding on that horse.
He wouldn't let you ride on that horse with him anyway. You get too familiar with people when you're that close to them.
Well, not only that, but it's two medium creatures on a horse, as opposed to a small and a medium.
All right, so you guys are able to ride off with your new rides to head up to Nordica, and that's where we're going to end. But
So as we ride off onto the trail,
Actually,
to
the sunset. Wait, would it?
It'd be like
It's like noon.
Like noon.
right off into the brunch time.
So this really weird thing I found as I was looking for horses. I don't know why this came up, but cooperative waffles.
That's weird.
Like waffle.
They're
waffles
flesh cooked
that
in a
work
waffle
that
iron
way?
and they're flesh cooked in a waffle iron and drizzled with alchemical syrups and compound butter. Cooperative waffles bolster the supportive spirit of those who share the batch. You can split the waffles with one creature after you eat half of the waffles to activate them. When one of you uses Follow the Expert to follow the other, the circumstance bonus graded is 1 higher. The waffles bonus lasts for 24 hours or until you make your daily preparations, whichever comes first. You can only be linked to one creature this way at a time, and if either you eats cooperative waffles again, the effect of the previous waffles end.
Silver, is our theme of the week weird recipes?
There's all kinds of weird recipes.
Are you doing the theme of the week before we even do the rest of this stuff, Silver?
No, that's just a random thing I found as I was scrolling.
I don't know. I feel like it's been said. The audience is going to expect it. But if you want to talk about expectations or lack thereof, come on the Discord. If you ping me in the Discord, there should be a link down below. I will, when you hear this episode, and if you ping me before the next episode comes out, or even by then, mention this specific episode, I will name a color.
I hope you're keeping track of all these things.
Just a random color.
He's probably not.
He doesn't.
Because he asked why people were asking about one thing earlier, and it's because you told them to.
Yeah, but in this particular one, you need to specify color time. Color commentary. I'm going to just name a color.
Okay.
And if you have enjoyed this, feel free to give us a rating and review. Of course, we would love to have 5 stars. But if you think we only deserve 2 horses, like Lily did, feel free to do that. Also, I'm not sure what the exchange rate is on horses to stars, though. So good luck figuring that out.
If it's the Wild West, it is 1 star per horse.
That would make sense.
The sheriff star.
I was just.
So what's a pony?
I missed a...
I was gonna say, according to Red Dead Redemption, it is a 1-star one level if you steal a horse. So.
I missed a perfect opportunity to make it be 1 star, the Lone Star.
That would be good too.
You ruined it.
Just for you, Tex.
You ruined it.
Just for you.
You ruined it. You can always join us on any of our social medias: Instagram, Facebook, Discord, of course, like it's already been mentioned, and of course the formerly Twitter. And with each and every episode, we post a graphic on our social medias that is only referenced the name of the episode. Whether it ties into the episode or not is up to the person who makes it, because they have no idea what's going on in the episode. They haven't listened to it yet when they make the graphic. And in every graphic, there's a hidden picture. And if you could find it and let us know, we'll mention your name in our next episode.
All right, and our theme of the week is twofold. First, I will once again the puzzle box needs to be suspended in something that weighs less than air, but not even the strongest person can lift it. What do you believe that answer is to that riddle? And then the second part, give us a riddle.
Oh God.
Hey, man, it's a good thing I don't metagame, because if you give me the answer, God bless it. I'm gonna be really impressed, actually.
I figured out the answer the second time the riddle was said.
Yeah?
Well, text.
You can send it to me and I can let you know if you're right.
I sent my guesses, but
I will.
and I'm not really-
I will definitely send it.
And as we always do when we sign off of here,
Love
we
you.
love you
We love you.
and
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye.